Good evening. Coventry City Football Club is returning home. They'll play their first match back at the Ricoh Arena 2 weeks tomorrow. The Sky Blues have been using Northampton's ground for the past year after a row over rent. Coventry City was founded in 1883 but only moved to the Ricoh Arena in 2005 when the club agreed to pay around £1.2 million a year in rent. Our sports editor, Nick Clitheroe, is outside the stadium tonight. So, Nick, this has been a long, drawn-out process, but was it a surprise deal that it has finally been reached?
Well, I think, Mary, more than a surprise, it's a relief for all concerned. You know, this has gone on so long and taken up so much energy and emotion, particularly for Coventry City's passionate supporters. For the past 12 months, these Coventry City fans have been forced to give up their Saturday afternoon ritual. Furious at the team being uprooted to Northampton, they preferred to protest on the hill outside rather than pass through the turnstiles. But on the 5th of September, they'll finally get the chance to watch the Sky Blues play in Coventry again.
I get all the frustration and the anger and everything that's been shown by the fans, and I've got their points and their views. Just commercially, it wasn't possible. I do apologise sincerely for everything that I may have inflicted on them. But as I say, that's done. I can't turn the clock back. I can apologise, but it is where we are now.
It's a row which has blighted Coventry for the past 2 years. The club's owners, Sisu, stopped paying rent on the Ricoh Arena in March 2012, claiming it was far too high. A series of legal battles followed. Then, in March 2013, Sisu put the part of the club, which was the official tenant, into administration. 2 months later, Coventry City announced they had no future at the Ricoh and began the move to Northampton. Now, though, the Sky Blues are coming back after weeks of talks with stadium owners Arena Coventry Limited.
What I can say is the deal's fair on everyone, and it's fair on council taxpayers and everyone connected. This is a deal just that will really benefit the city of Coventry and the supporters.
With the deal for a maximum of 4 years, it's clear that long-term Coventry City still want to move. But for now at least, the fans will be able to come down off the hill again. Well, joining me now at the Ricoh are Moz Baker from the Sky Blue Trust and the Deputy Leader of Coventry City Council, Councillor Phil Townsend. Councillor Townsend, you've taken up a lot of time in court action, and also the council's had a lot of criticism. It must be a major relief to have got this sorted.
It's an enormous relief, and it's important now that we go forward in a positive approach towards having the football club playing back at the Ricoh Arena. It's good for the football club, it's good for the Ricoh Arena, and it's good for the city of Coventry as a whole.
Yes, it doesn't reflect well on the image of the city, does it, not having the club playing here?
It's been a very difficult time, but I think it's important that we put the past behind us and that we work constructively together to make sure that the football club's back here. Steve Presley has done a fantastic job holding the team together over the course of the last few months, and I think we've all got to get behind him now and make sure that Coventry City Football Club goes back at the league table.
But, well, you know, there's still uncertainty. We don't know the confidential financial details of this. What guarantees are there that the deal will stick this time?
Well, there are no guarantees to anything in life, but what I can tell you is that over the course of the last 48 hours in particular, parties for the football club, for the Ricoh Arena, for ACL, the company that owns the Ricoh, have been involved in negotiations. They've been incredibly complex, they've been very demanding, and I just want to take this opportunity to pay tribute to the people that have been involved. Steve Waggett from the football club, Chris West from ACL, and Chris Robinson, the chairman of ACL.
I'm going to have to move on and bring Moz in here because, Moz, you know, it's been so difficult for the fans. How relieved are you tonight?
Oh, it's an enormous relief, Nick. The thing is, the losers in this whole situation have been the supporters. All they've wanted to do all along is watch their team play here at the Ricoh Arena in the city. This is our home, and now, thank goodness, we'll be playing here come September the 5th, and hopefully we'll have a great crowd here, and onwards and upwards we'll go with Stephen Presley, and hopefully our days in League One won't be for too much longer, and we'll start moving where we should be, back in the Championship.
I imagine you're going to really look forward to that day. It really is going to be special to everyone involved with Coventry City, the supporters and the players, to see the club playing back here at the Ricoh Arena.
At a very windy Ricoh Arena. Nick Clitheroe, thank you. And there'll be more reaction to the return of Coventry City to the Ricoh on BBC Coventry and Warwickshire's breakfast show tomorrow morning. You're with Midlands.